All right, we're talking with Kyle Watson, Dirty Bird, downtown Ottawa on a Sunday night, long weekend, coming off the end of a tour. Can tell me a little bit how you're feeling right now before we go into the club.
I think one word would be tired, but pretty excited at the same time. I mean, it's been an amazing run. This is the seventh show in the tour run, just over 2 weeks, and yeah, every show has been so good, and I've heard the hype around tonight, so I'm looking forward to it.
Before we jump into a bunch of questions here, almost everybody I ever talk to says traveling's the worst part of DJing. What's the second worst part?
Missing opportunities, I think. So, friends and family things happen back home, and obviously you're on the road and you don't get to be a part of those kinds of things. I'd say that's second, definitely behind the travel. And I mean, from South Africa, it is a serious amount of travel.
I've got 10 themes. You're going to tell me a number. I'll ask you a question about our theme. 1 to 10. Go ahead.
Let's do 7.
7. Other genres of music. So, on my way over here, I was listening to a funk set. I DJ'd a little bit of funk music. I grew up on kind of like classic trance and then moved into house and so on. What was your path into where you're at now? What did you start with and what did you progress to?
It's actually kind of hard to say I started somewhere and ended up somewhere else because I listened to a whole bunch of different stuff. I listened to metal, I listened to electronica, I listened to drum and bass, I listened to all kinds of stuff, flume type stuff. So I think that's actually kind of helped me in my production as well, because I pull from all these different kinds of genres and all the different kinds of sounds that I actually enjoy listening to. So yeah, I'd say it's more of like a spider web of influences as opposed to like a journey.
Do you want to keep going on that question or you want to jump to another number?
Let's jump to another one.
Okay, anyone but 7. 3, politics.
Oh wow.
Okay, so where do you want to start?
I mean, I suppose I could speak a bit about South Africa being somewhat in somewhat of a complicated situation at the moment with our politics.
And that impacts you as what you do, what you produce, how you feel as a person, obviously.
I suppose a direct influence, even not only on me and on the scene maybe as a whole in South Africa, is it's difficult because of the economy now to get big artists to go over to South Africa and help grow the scene over there for us. So I'd say that's definitely a negative.
Very interesting. A different comparison to thinking about, okay, where are people coming from? How do you deal with all of that? And I had a chance to check out Black Coffee, I believe, is from South Africa as well. I caught him in Ibiza earlier this year, and really cool vibe. And there seems to be a lot coming out of the country. Is there someone that you're really digging from back home?
I mean, Coffee is always someone that everyone looks up to, is like a local hero back in South Africa. We have some very, very good producers and DJs in South Africa, but it's really hard for them to kind of break out of that country because obviously because of the economy and everything, and we are very far away from everywhere else, so it's not kind of like easy to just jump over the border and do a few shows in the US or South America or whatever. So yeah, it's tricky.
Don't worry, our big dead mouse is not usually the big fan of everybody here in Canada too. We've had a little bit more luck being able to spread ourselves out for the dance side of things. So another question?
Let's do 9.
9 is new music. What are you feeling right now? What's new for you that you're looking forward to playing tonight?
I have been working on a few things this year, so usually I take January off from too many shows just to kind of focus on the production side and write a whole bunch of new stuff. So I'm definitely going to be playing that tonight. And then also, I mean, in the next few months I've got a remix EP coming out on this end Bristol of Into the Morning. So basically what we've done is we've kind of pulled a whole bunch of different artists from all over the world and got them to remix some of the singles off of my album, which is pretty cool. So that's something I'm really looking forward to dropping.
Is there someone right now that you're kind of buzzing about that you're really liking?
Chris Lake, I think, is pretty much on the tip of everybody's tongue right now. I think he's really pushing the mold. He's staying very current, and the stuff that he's doing is really kind of setting the trends and stuff. So I think it's someone to look up to.
It's nice to see a name that most people are familiar with coming back again, still pushing the boundaries, which is great.
I was talking to someone about this I was talking with someone about this last night. The fact that he kind of had this huge popularity surge. It must have been in 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. and now he's kind of come back and he's doing it all again. So it's actually pretty exciting to watch.
I remember seeing him, I think 2009, in a place called Hamilton, which is just a town of like 300,000 just outside of Toronto type thing, him and Atiris playing. And obviously veterans of the scene type thing, right? How do you feel with all of that? Do you feel like you're kind of integrated and know many of the people, or do you still feel sort of fresh and young and into everything is new?
I think because I started touring the US last year for the first time, I think that was really the first time where I kind of really met a lot of the guys that I'd look up to and maybe had chatted, over Facebook, over the years. So I kind of feel like I'm still building those personal relationships with people now, which is pretty exciting because it's like a whole new kind of dimension for me.
Tonight, there's a bit of a buzz. It's a Sunday night. It's Ottawa. Sunday night sessions are a very unique and different experience. What are some of your favorite places to play, style-wise, venue-wise? What do you like playing to?
I always say I like playing to smaller rooms. So dark, sweaty rooms with low ceilings are my absolute favorite. I'd take that over a festival set any day. Places I'd say the US has been amazing for me to get into. South America has been an amazing territory for me to play in. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I know the room is pretty small, and I know it's going to be an intimate vibe, which is, I think, a pretty cool way to wrap up the tour.
And I saw one of the legends of Canada, Atiris, play there on Friday. Gorgeous lights, really nice, proper vibe, and I feel like the long weekend has been waiting for a good way to finish off. So best of luck tonight, and we'll see you out there.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Hey, what's up? It's Kyle Watson, and you're listening to Amplified Radio Presents.